So far, Hyundai announced various type of the N brothers, Sonata N line and Tucson N line. So those N line models are kind of a bridge between the original N and the stock model. Also, recently introduced Kona N is here, the first N SUV version from the Hyundai family. And finally, today's hero is standing here, Avante N in Korea, also known as Elantra N in overseas markets. First, design change. Yeah, as you can see, it has a very massive matte black new design grille with the N logo on it. And it has a very aggressive lower fascia, but in fact, this is blocked and it has opening for the air curtain system. So this new garnish wraps around this corner of the bumper and it goes with these 4 little slits, and it has new shape of this triangle area which continues to the front wheelhouse. And the red point stripe underneath this lower fascia of the bumper just go across the whole width of this car, showing its very wide and low stance. 19-inch Elantra N special wheels, and it has also a brand new tire. Because traditionally, Veloster N or i30N, they came with this Pirelli P0 tire, but now it has Michelin 4S with a slightly wider tread. The former models equipped with a 235mm in the front, but now this Elantra N has 245mm. It must be really sticky. And inside this wheel, there is a red caliper and branded brake system with very large disc. This brake system is standard and you can upgrade this brake with larger and lighter system. The whole profile is very similar to Elantra, but thanks to its second generation adaptive suspension system, it's a little bit lower than the Elantra. And with this additional side skirt, which goes very sporty throughout this rock panel, with this red point again, with the N logo here. And also, I really like this part. The matte black plus the red makes true N. The black painted rear spoiler, it goes with this 3 bridges system, and it has been gone through the test in the wind tunnel in Namyang R&D Center. And the rear fascia, it has a new designed diffuser-ish look. I don't think it would actually work. It's more like cosmetic touch, but ta-da! The big, massive dual muffler system located just outside of this rear bumper fascia. I really want to hear that sound. Come on, look inside. There's something very sexy. The red stiffness brace that connects the rear shock towers from left to the right. Thanks to this bracing, stiffness for the rear end chassis is increased by almost 29%. It's a big jump compared to the normal Elantra version. This is the new powertrain for the Elantra N. So it has a slightly upgraded power. The stock power is now 280 horsepower, but you can actually boost it up to 290 horsepower if you push the NGS buttons. What makes it more interesting to drive is its torque curve. Now it's flat torque coming from 2100 RPM just through the 4700 RPM. We can find additional chassis strengthening add-ons on the strut tower bar on both sides. So it has a 4-point bracing on each shock tower. Traditionally, they connected this kind of a strut bar via this way, but now it's going the other way. So the shock tower connecting to the outside of the chassis to increase its lateral strength against the high-speed cornering. And we cannot see through this part, but in fact, there are many improvements on the suspension geometry. The integrated front axle system now can handle higher lateral G-force. And this bushing is also made with dual compound bushing. So this type of a dual compound bushing can adapt to the driving for just normal driving to the very sporty driving. So according to the driving condition, they can handle and absorb the shock from this suspension tower. This seat is additional option, costs about $1,000. It has a LED lit N logo in the seat back, and it has fully a sport bucket type design. And this part still stays empty in this Elantra N. I have no idea. But instead, it has very smart digital display system. So in the normal mode or eco or the basic 3 modes, it has very similar graphics that you can see in the normal Elantra. But once you get into this N mode, it's a center RPM cluster with all necessary temperature displays and other additional information on the other side. It's basically similar to Kona N system, but it shows the status of engine, steering, and suspension with this very intuitive bar graphics. So you can easily notice that which setting that you are using for this drive moment. That's not the end. There are more things to play with in this main digital cluster. You can tune this artificial engine sporty sound with strong, normal, soft, or advanced settings. You can have sporty or high performance, or even the TCR sound. I have no idea what it's going to sound like, but you can tune up this artificial sound according to your taste. Look at this, whining noise, the high pitch tone, the throat, the mid-range, the bass sound. You can configure all those 3 assets according to your own taste, and this is very brilliant. And the N mode, you can easily see the throttle opening rate, the temperatures, the lap timers, the RPM, the shifting point, and the gear position status, the brake press. Yes, once you push the brake pedal, you can increase this number and see how much pressure that you're using during this sporty track drive. And this 13 mode, this is amazing, huh? There are 4 different racetracks in Korea, so it has all the necessary track information already saved in this data. So it can automatically clocks your lap time, saves it, and even you can compare it against other Elantra N users. It's damn brilliant. The steering wheel design, it's quite similar to other N specific models, but the red NGS button, it's a new design in this Elantra N, and it's very similar to Kona N, but it means 290 horsepower boost button. For the gearbox, you have 2 selections. One, 6-speed manual shifting with this rev matching system, and the second, 8-speed dual clutch system. And this dual clutch system will provide you the launch control system, and using this launch control, this Elantra N can accelerate to 100 km per hour within 5.3 seconds. And then if you are real N maniacs, you can still have more options to choose from N performance parts. So this is kind of a showcase car. So here there are some slight difference. New 19-inch forged alloy black wheels and the larger calipers and the 2-piece larger brake systems. As you can see, there is 2 different materials are combining together with this vaulting, and it gives you a better cooling effect. And in fact, behind this brake system, there is additional air duct coming from the front bumper. So as you speed up, more air comes through the bumper and it hits the caliper. You will have better cooling capability during the high-speed braking turn-in points. If you would like to upgrade your styling, then you have this carbon side mirror cover as well as the carbon rear spoiler from N performance parts. Instead of 3 bridges from the Avante N stock, this N performance spoiler has 2 legs on both sides, and there is additional N performance badge on top of this trunk lid. And it's not the end. This is N performance the muffler carbon tip system, and it will give you very massive, aggressive rear styling finish. I really like this. And under the hood, you can still upgrade your intake system. Now it's open filter with its own cooling box, and the whole intake system is a little bit lighter and has more efficiency for the engine's better air intaking capability. I wish to have additional dampers for the hood if you can choose in the N performance parts, but still the hood itself is quite heavy, so I wish the Hyundai guys will add up this additional damper system from the N performance parts. Once you finish the exterior styling, you have another option for the interior. The Alcantara steering wheel and this N performance checker flagged door kick panel, and this N performance thick floor mat. And this new gear knob design with this Alcantara finish will give you a very sticky grip feeling when you try to shift. Today we had a very quick preview on new Elantra N. Due to the COVID-19 situation, we only had 40 minutes to cover this car and no test drive experience today. But sooner or later, Hyundai will provide us the very good opportunity to bring the car on track or other road, and we'll have a test drive event. So we will be back at the moment and we'll deliver you how good the car runs in the next video. Thank you for watching.